trying LinkedIn Live again after some break, a little hiatus over the summer, and here we go with season three. And I'm going to kick this off tonight on Saturday night as part of my Sunday's Deep Thought post. And basically, I want to introduce the whole series. We're going to run all winter, and I'm going to be having guests. The format is going to be where it's going to be every Thursday or Friday in the morning hours of U.S. time. So depending on the guest, how their time will be available. This Friday will be the launch of a first guest with Mark Harbicki. Hope I got his name right anyway. And we will be talking about, of course, what else? Then websites, SEO, analytics, and other stuff relative to conversions and making money on using websites. So that's the announcement, official announcement of the first season, start of the fall season, and then two other things that I have. I have a quick, long list here of things I want to talk about, and because LinkedIn has changed, so I decided to do lives. I'm not going to be doing videos because, as per some of the bigger influencers, quote unquote, LinkedIn has now changed your text posts are suppressed in impressions, and the only way, if you want to get a lot of impressions, you got to create video. I don't think LinkedIn is the best platform to make video, and therefore I will not be doing videos for LinkedIn. However, that said, I'm here live now on a video, but I don't consider that to be really a video because it's just going webinars and live. So going live is one thing because there's a whole setup for that. But like I've seen lately, I mean, LinkedIn offers these things. I watch like 3 or 4 of those videos. They force feed you, and there's a dog running around the kitchen. And the video, I think, was something like, "What did I learn from my dog watching him run around the kitchen about sales? What did I learn about sales watching my dog run around the kitchen looking for whatever?" I don't know. I just don't think that, that's TikTok stuff, and I'm not on TikTok. Even YouTube, you could go on Reels, but I don't think that kind of content is going to help LinkedIn or people grow. So, but if you're into it, hey, go ahead, do these shorts, do these vertical videos. I'm going to start doing that. That's part of my announcements today because based on this new thing, a new LinkedIn strategy, I've decided to diversify, much like some of the other guys, and just I'm going to be doing videos, but I'm going to be doing it on NC Web Dev YouTube channel because hey, if you want to, you got to look at price to performance ratio, and if you post video on LinkedIn, it's great. The LinkedIn algorithm will push you in, and you'll make better connections and you'll have more impressions. But at the end of the day, you're just satisfying LinkedIn by really doing nothing for your business because, hey, who gets more visitors for videos? I mean, when you think of videos, what do you think of? LinkedIn or YouTube? If you have to watch a dog chasing his tail, I'd rather do that on YouTube than LinkedIn. I just don't think that that's a connection. I'll keep posting on LinkedIn. I'll keep showing up, but I'm just not going to be part of that video game. And if the impressions are low, hey, they're low. I don't care. I'm going to be doing videos for NC Web Dev YouTube channel. And with that also is the content I'm going to be creating is separate. And also because I'm going to be going on YouTube, I also launched the because the impressions and everything else on that. This is the way I was going with it. The impressions are going low on LinkedIn, and if you want more engagement and more impressions and talk to more people, Twitter is a great substitute at this point. I mean, I just had a recent conversation about it. Some people, and I launched another channel. I launched is a Twitter channel, so I'm basically taking my content, sort of repurposing it and putting it on Twitter. I have not started engaging there much, but in the first week, I got 33 followers just based on posting. So that's not going to happen on LinkedIn with text and picture posts. Video, maybe. But again, back to YouTube. So if you're looking to grow, and this is, I'm going to quote Luke Matthews here, that he recently said that, and he posted on LinkedIn. He says, if you're if you don't want to do video, forget it. You don't have to use LinkedIn. Rather go to Twitter. And because I have a better uh, audience waiting for me and on in other platforms such as YouTube, which is a I mean, we have more than a year of experience not on NC Web Dev YouTube channel, on Glomer Productions, which I'm working on with my son. And, we got 500,000 views on YouTube. And also, the advantage of YouTube is if I post something on LinkedIn, did you ever try to look for your posts in history? Oh, yeah, you can't because you have to scroll through your timeline on LinkedIn. Nobody's going to find you the history. And it's the same thing that's going to happen with your videos probably until LinkedIn fixes it in some way. But on YouTube, I can find our first video in a few seconds on Glomer Productions. So, for me, the choice is clear. I'll keep doing text on LinkedIn, videos on YouTube, and engagement on Twitter. I mean, that's my strategy from now on. So, and LinkedIn will be excellent for live webinars, which right now is going to Glomer Productions YouTube channel as well. I'm streaming. So hello to Glomer Productions YouTube channel, people and viewers. And yeah, next is going to be Twitter. And next is going to be also the NC Web Dev YouTube channel that I'm going to be developing. So, those are some of the news. And, if you're looking for low impressions, that's what you're going to get here on LinkedIn now. But that said, there is a solution for LinkedIn that I figured out. And it is the networking events. Because LinkedIn, no matter what, your efforts are not going to pay off as much as they used to, unless you're willing to do commenting and engaging for 6 hours a day on LinkedIn, which sort of, how many of you have the time to sit there all day and just engage on LinkedIn? At that point, it's going to work, and you're going to get some more impressions than somebody who just does 10, 15 comments a day. But the thing is you connect with business people because LinkedIn still is the best B2B platform, and it will remain as such for a very, 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 very long time. So connect with the people and take the relationships offline. The other thing that I now mind about LinkedIn is the flood of AI content. Just people just taking it and copy pasting ChatGPT. Because just the other day, I'm reading somebody's posts and it says, start selling today, get conversions on LinkedIn today. And point 3 said, well, the way you get to it is by nurturing your contacts and leads for 3 to 6 months. So I'm like, that's how I start today, or is it 3 to 6 months? Because if it's 3 to 6 months, I'd rather, again, put that on YouTube, that effort. So, yeah, connect with the people, get into Zoom calls with them. I've been sending out a lot of messages, doing one-on-ones with my LinkedIn network. And that's one of the reasons why I have not been growing as fast, because I said to myself I was going to do I set a goal for myself to get 10,000 followers. I will still get 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. It's just not going to be probably this year because I'm not willing to change my strategy and change my messaging. I'll keep it the same. And since the algorithm is working against my current strategy, I'm not going to update it. But I will just keep it going. And I focus more now on one-on-ones. I have at least 5 or 6 one-on-ones every week. Plus, I have at least one networking event from which then I get also one-on-ones. So that's the best way to build on LinkedIn. And again, LinkedIn is the only platform where you're going to meet business-minded people. So that's an important part. And then these live webinars, because LinkedIn is very, how would you say, protective of its platform, which I guess is a good thing, is you need to have, something like Restream or StreamYard and a couple of other ones I don't use. I haven't even tried, but because I'm perfectly happy with just Restream right now, and I'm not going to be about to learn new things. But because, like, for example, if you go on Reels, you go into the Instagram app and you hit go live, and you go live. On LinkedIn, you have to go into a studio that you need to connect to your account, and then it's the only one that LinkedIn lets. There's I think a list of 12 of them that you could pick that are authorized to stream live to LinkedIn. So that sets it apart from the rest of it. That's why I'm not going to be uploading videos there, but or on LinkedIn, but I will be doing the live shows because again, it's about networking. LinkedIn wants it. My solution is just the live webinars. And again, this is season 3, so been doing it for a while, have some experience, made some mistakes. That's what we learn from, and that's it. I mean, that's the news of the day. And then also now what we're doing is I'm offering, of course, the websites. I one topic I also wanted to talk about was the free consultations. It's something that I see on LinkedIn a lot is free consultations, and I'm like, I'm not about to get brain raped every time I have a free consultation, because the number of times I've done it is basically people just logged in and said, well, I need help with this, 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 and this. It's a free consultation. And they walk away with a marketing plan. So I'm like, no, consultation costs money if you want to talk about your project. Now, if the ones that I'm sending out, of course, I connect with people for free. I invite them to get to know meeting, but I'm not going to be getting sales pitched, and I'm not going to be sales pitching anybody either. So it's kind of like a LinkedIn etiquette of sales, and I just don't like sales. I'm not a salesperson by any means. Never wanted to be, and in my 30 years of experience with business, I was always the worst salesman, but I just built relationships. So that's how I get to know people, get into a one-on-one with them, and then we go from there. And then that's basically where I get my guests as well. So if you're interested in having a one-on-one and then maybe doing a live webinar, join me here. Sometimes I'll do a couple of guests at a time. Next week is going to be just one. The week after is going to be somebody. Hopefully, I'm talking to him now if he gets a chance. It's going to be the next week or the week after. It's going to be a lead generation guy. I got some people from HR, some people from self-help. So, I'm building these lists through networking events and through being on LinkedIn and just branding. So that's what I'm working on right now. And that's going to be the season that's going to be coming up. And by going to the networking events, I've also realized one thing is a lot of people are still, even LinkedIn has changed to the video platform, or is transforming. A lot of the people at the networking events, they don't have their LinkedIn set up properly. They have a small network, or they don't post the right stuff. The messaging is wrong. So that's something I'm willing to help with people. Work with people to help them to fix that as well. So that's part of the sort of I became an accidental LinkedIn expert. It's just trying to develop a network of people or businesses that I can work with for websites. And then in order to get to that, I had to learn LinkedIn. So now I'm sort of I hate to say with 3,000 followers, but I've studied a lot, and I compared the algorithms with YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and it's always the same. All the everything. It's, if you want to do something on LinkedIn, the whole thing is, or any platform, is think of ways to increase screen time, because the algorithm on each, like most people, a lot of people think that the algorithm hates me or they're choking me or this. No, they're just, now LinkedIn is pushing the videos. That's why you're getting choked, or otherwise it's just because people are not interested in your stuff, and so they swipe away. So, and if the algorithm sees that you're not getting the screen time for them, so they'll just spit you out and your impressions go even lower. That's one thing that I love about YouTube, is because every time we post a video, we got about 400 of them now, is I have precise statistics on swipe away rate, on people that spent the time actually on my channel, spent the time on my video. The engagement is obvious. I mean, some things are similar, but a lot of the stuff that YouTube does, and why YouTube is so good, is because it supports its creators. LinkedIn doesn't really do it that much. So that's another reason why I'm going to be switching into going on YouTube and collecting more data there, and focusing my DNC Web Dev channel on a different, on a digital marketing help and LinkedIn help and stuff like that. So if you need help with LinkedIn, reach out to me. If you want to be part of this weekly shows at some point, someplace, we could schedule a time. You get some exposure more. And If you need YouTube shorts produced, look at Glomer Productions YouTube channel and reach out through to us or to me, to my son, and we can work something out where he can help you, because you can see there's about 400 something videos now that we've done, and the impressions are there, way better than anything on LinkedIn. So my son is an expert on YouTube Shorts. I got the websites on LinkedIn, links to our new channels and offers and landing pages and everything else. They're going to be in the comments in a little bit. And also, because I have 3, LinkedIn allows you to only send 1,000 invitations a week. I will send those out, but the connection lost. So anyway, so it's a good idea for you to sign up to our newsletter, because that way I'll get put together a mailing list, and every week there may be weeks that I'm not going to be able to have a guest, or for some reason, you can always skip 1 or 2 weeks, but generally it's going to be every week, and I can send you invitations so you don't miss out, because I'm not going to be able to send out invitations to people on LinkedIn all the time. So that's another thing that's going to be in the comments. We're going to put that in the YouTube channel as well. And yeah, sign up. It's a landing page to sign up for a newsletter, ncwebdev.com, and you'll be able to stay in touch and be informed of all the stuff that we do. And check us out. Check out all the links, and